out there in cyberspace, it's me, Victoria, and today I'd like to talk about how I got lost on my run. I literally got lost. I got so disoriented when I went to go get water and fill up my water bottle. I was a little more than halfway through my run. I think I was actually halfway through my run. I was going to turn back, and I went to go get water, and I came out and went the other way. The road looks exactly the same. So I ended up going on this long, long run that I never would have done because I kind of got a little bit more into my comfort zone. Ever since 3 years ago, I did a 50-mile race and I had a stress fracture in my pelvis. So I was always like, yeah, maybe I don't need to go that far anymore. I don't need to train for anything. So I never really push that way. I'll push on hills, and this was a very hilly run. This was all hills. In fact, this was the hardest run I had done. I would say the hardest 10 miles I had done in a really long time, since the 50-mile run. So I'm pretty proud of myself because now I know I can do it. I've always said, oh yeah, I'm going to try to go the whole way on that path and then not do it because I'd like wimp out. You know, you also have to be prepared in the way where you have water. I used to have dates with me at all times, but I never really go for long runs anymore, so I don't go past 10 miles. So I didn't have dates on me, but I did luckily have a very big smoothie in the morning, so that held me. But I gotta say, thank God I had my water, and thank God I didn't have any appointments set up or anything like that, and I didn't have to be anywhere at a school or anything like that. I didn't have my phone with me. I just had an iPod. I was kind of pissed in the beginning of my run because I couldn't get my playlist going on Spotify. For some reason it didn't upload. I don't know what that's about. So I ended up having this other running track that you can get offline, and it had like heavy metal, and then it also had, which I don't like, but surprisingly on a run, it's not that bad. It gets you going. And then some Kelly Clarkson went on, which was kind of funny. But it got me going. It still had music, and it was still pumping me up. And you know you're doing something good when pedestrians are clapping for you because you're going up a hill while you're running. And yeah, I was really happy with this run. I gotta say, if I didn't get lost, if I didn't get disoriented, I probably wouldn't have gone that far. And it was so hilly. It was all hill, and the hills just kept going. The downhill, you can imagine, fun as fuck. Oh my God, had the best time. I missed those hills that I used to do in New York. But anyway, running downhill for me, I'm like a kid. I'm like a kid when I run downhill. But it can be dangerous too because there's a lot of wet moss around in Hawaii. You know, it rains a lot, so there's like wet moss on the floor and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm just really, really happy. And my message here today is basically get lost. You know, I mean, have some preparation. Have something where you know you have fuel with you. I used to bring dates. I'm telling you, I'm going to start bringing dates from now on because I don't know when I'm going to get lost again. Ended up taking me about 2 hours to do 10 miles. That's how hard this run was. It usually takes me an hour and a half to do a nice, easy 10 miles. This one took me 2 hours, and it kicked my ass. So that's a good thing. Also, I've been writing in my journal every night. Not so much as a history journal, but more of a grateful journal. And I'm filling up the pages, and I think it's pretty good. Like, I'll get to 2 pages a night now. Whereas the beginning I was doing 1 page and just finding things I'm grateful for, the weather, you know, my surroundings, my family, all my blessings, just every single line is I'm grateful for, and then I go to the next line and I'll put a little dot right next to I, right in front of the I, because then it shows that I'm doing 1 line or 2 lines or whatever it is. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. Anyway, that puts me in a good mood. I used to do this before I got married. Every single night I wrote a grateful list, and I would wake up the next morning happier. I didn't know why at first, and then I figured out it was my grateful journal. And there's nothing negative in it, although you can have negative thoughts, but they're not going in that journal. Only positive. This was like $3.99 at Ross stores. I kid you not. It's so pretty. It's magnetic. Find yourself a journal, start writing some things that you're grateful for. It really does add up in the positive tank in your brain when you need to draw from something positive. You could actually, if you write it down, you'll remember it more, and it'll get more incorporated into your subconscious. So, it's a good idea, and That's what I do. I'm looking around to see inspiration from my pictures that I have on my wall. If there's anything else I can talk about. But I think 2 subjects in 1 video is good. I'm thinking that's good. So, getting my mojo back with running. Very excited that I did something hard, something that was completely challenging, that I didn't think I could do for a while. And it's given me my confidence back with my running. So, yeah, really happy about that. Get lost. Bye.